Go.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to session 4 of Zenith 3000. My name is Alex. I will be your GM and your host for this evening. Before we hop into our game, we are going to quickly run around, introduce ourselves, do a little bit of bookkeeping, and then we can hop right into the game proper. While I'm already speaking, I will mention that in lieu of financial remuneration for ourselves in exchange for the donations, which you can access via, I believe, exclamation mark donate in chat, that money will be directed towards Doctors Without Borders, which is a well-known humanitarian organization which directs aid and resources to locations like emergent combat zones, areas of acute need with respect to illnesses that are breaking out, etc., etc., etc. And in this way, you can not only interact with the story you are seeing on the screen, but you can also direct your money towards a valuable and timely mission that is going on in the world today. In addition, I believe there's a chat command ! reading where you can take a look a little bit more about the stories and the words that have inspired this game and the story that we are attempting to tell here. I believe that is all there is for bookkeeping, so I will just say I'm grateful for Sword and Key, the folks here, for hosting this game and letting us go public with this story. With that said, I believe I'll pass it off to the players to let them introduce themselves.
I'll go first just to shake it up.
Go.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Do you want to go?
I was just going to say I'm going to go first super quick. Hi, I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I'm playing Erastus, who uses he, they pronouns, who is a intuitive preside who interprets the law. And I'm going to ask everybody to take their time doing their intros because the GM perspective overlay, I'm setting up meets for it because it wasn't set up. So
I told you there were like 6 of them. Sorry.
yeah, I
got you
completely
covered.
forgot about this
I
one.
got you covered.
Okay, I guess I'll go second then. Hi, my name is Seth. I will be returning as Vesper, who uses he, they pronouns. I guess I'll do my character sentence. That seems important. Vesper is a doomed elf who murders. And really, what else do you need to know?
Fitting. I can probably go next then. Hi everyone, my name is Abhishek. I use he, him pronouns. I will be playing Eris. Well, at least not in their usual face today. Eris is a clever adept who has 1,000 faces. One of those faces being Lysander, a very wealthy investor, playboy, billionaire, philanthropist, tycoon, whatever you want to call him. Basically, this world version of Bruce Wayne, if you want to say that. Yeah.
Hi, hello. I'm presuming I'm next. I am Eva. My pronouns are she, her, and today I am playing Vertigo. She, Annie, who is a beneficent manipulator who works the system. Not Bruce Wayne, not really a murderer, just sort of okay around tech. Yep. That's it. That's me.
Delightful. How are we looking on overlays? All right, sick. Then before we go to perspectives, who wants to give our recap? I believe I owe Seth an experience point.
Yeah, I volunteered for it. The fun thing about Cypher, if you picked Doomed, that means you can't get experience points whenever there's a GM intrusion, so I will be doing as much extra credit as possible when I can. Because my little doomed person, although I am maybe trying to kill him, I want it to be cool. So, you know, I want to make it slightly difficult for Alex to murder me. So I'll be doing the recap with expedience and skill because I have the tab open and it's totally loading. Okay, so what happened last time? Everybody's in this diner called the Three-Headed Goat. It is called the Three-Headed Goat, I assume, because there's a lot of goat cheese on the menu. It's kind of like what they're known for. Interestingly, in the notes it says that Erastus is early. Okay. Vertigo was on time and Eris is 15 minutes late, which if you've been watching Zenith, none of this should be a surprise. There was a Cypher donation, thank you, kind donors, that resulted in a spell sprite of the spell, Cloud Kill, emerged onto the scene in the shape of a friendly skunk. And it's now Vertigo's, after Vertigo saved the little guy from getting whacked by the owner of the diner with a broom. We went off, players went off on a tangent about how this is now the spell sprite show and that it needs a name. And can we please use it after the spell is used? And we bullied Alex until he changed the rules so that after the spell on the sprite is used, we can keep the animal that the spell was attached to as just like a non-magical, like non-Cypher baby sweet bean. Vertigo is insufferable by making the skunk talk for her in a silly voice. This is opinion. And I do not co-sign that particular description. I thought it was adorable. The group debriefed their findings, and Eris gave everybody a bougie, not suspicious at all, history lesson about what happened with the first red presence 10 billion years ago, it seems like, in the OG Zenith series. Since it seems like they maybe might have something to do with what's happening currently in Zenith. We don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right. Vertigo's optical implant at this point started doing some weird things, and everybody's phones started doing some weird things, and things got weird. Vertigo resetted her implant, and then out of the electronic devices pour these Cypher demons. And everybody rolls initiative. Combat was entered. It says Eris gets fucking wrecked in the notes, which did happen. You could go back and find it. Abhishek may deny it, but it is what happened. I was there. I watched.
And then strong word.
No, you got whacked. And then Vesper made triumphant reappearance. Me and Alex and Eva managed to make this a surprise for our dear other two players. It's one of the best things I've ever done on stream. So again, thank you guys for letting me have that. There are GIFs of their reactions, and I will be using them forever. Anyways, Vertigo's eyes rebooted, and in their peripheral vision, they saw a streaming link to an internet red room where this conflict looked like it was being streamed somewhere. There was like a chat room, and there were a whole lot of comments that were rooting for the cyber demons to like wreak havoc and kill and stuff. So thanks, really cool internet. Vertigo managed to hack the stream and shut that shit down, thankfully. All three of these imps then jumped Erastus. Erastus managed to dodge one, managed to dodge the second one, and then fucking Nat failed. It absolutely ate shit for the third one. And Erastus, as a result, had part of his tongue ripped out of his mouth, which is great for a speaker. Good times. And for eating, also, as well. Vertigo used her Cypher on the Balgura that was there, was able to get the data of the people or the things that were interacting with the stream as it was being streamed. It was essentially a database that contained like a few thousand entries, so yay information. The imp was executed in the parking lot. That the last one that was left was just like cut down. Erastus then got a second nat one and was absolutely pummeled. I think two of us separately made the joke about his health insurance is good, so he's probably fine. Like, we ain't worried about him. Fun things happen to Erastus at this point. Some of this data merged with his brain just a little bit. And now the Ten Eyes are a passive observer watching things, like through him, as I understand it. And they have a foothold. The Ten Eyes now has a foothold in Erastus's mind, which is great for the party and totally won't backfire in any way, shape, or point. I, on the other hand, was awesome and killed the Balgura. I shot it point blank range with my longbow because I'm amazing. I did roll a nat one at some point, but it's not in the notes, so it didn't happen. So don't worry about it. Anyways, Vertigo makes a copy of the data, hands it over to the ZMP. Erastus's tongue is fine. Blah blah blah. Erastus then gets a text message from Vivi saying that Nebuchadnezzar, who is his boss and one of the heads of Zenith, wants to see him, which is totally cool and not unprecedented at all. Vesper and Eris meet up. Things have not changed between us in 500 years. At which point, Vesper then let it slip to the party that Eris is over 500 years old. And the rest of the party were like, wait, what do you mean? This is not a thing. I'm confused. You don't look like an elf. How do you live that long? But it's fine. We're just waving that off for now. Don't worry about it. Vertigo starts moogling about Eris and Vesper, and Erastus goes to meet with Chad, Vesper, and Eris right off to go get brunch at Eris's. I'm sure we'll record that at some point, or like they're catching up. It's fine. Erastus is meeting with Nebuchadnezzar. All of Nebuchadnezzar's personal staff were robed and wearing Sphinx pendants. Real culty in there. Bad vibes, honestly, if I'm being honest. Vibes are rancid. He is confronted about what happened in the sprawl and how he lied about what happened in that report. It was super uncomfortable. He was interrogated. I like this direct quote because I actually wrote it in my personal notes as well. You disrupted a very delicate information flow system. The work of this propagandist was crude but effective. Based on my assessment, it seems there's a high likelihood you will be attending tomorrow night's competition gala. Nebuchadnezzar basically had concerns about Thraxamundar and his affiliation with government things. I see you highlighting stuff.
Who?
Somebody was highlighting that.
Who's highlighting?
I don't know. Somebody was highlighting. I thought it was Mare.
It's not me. I'm gonna attack.
Well, that's horrifying. I'm sure it's fine. Anyways, this affiliation was a pre-existing arrangement before Nebuchadnezzar was elected. It is basically, Nebuchadnezzar is not happy to learn about this degree of access and power that Thraxamundar now has to government systems and how he seems to not really care about civil servants. So at which point Nebuchadnezzar tasks Erastus with going to this competition gala to learn as much as he possibly can and to send reports directly to Chad. Chad, there is a note here who was a dick about the death of Ambrose and called him a statistical note, which is, again, I told you the vibes were rancid in that room. They were. We then cut to fashion montage, probably the closest thing we're going to get to a beach episode in this series. We look hot. It's great. Everybody sent stuff in chat with like our outfits and everything. A+. Vesper is then added against his will to the group chat by Eris. And left the group chat. Eris adds him again. Repeat until Vesper gave up and stayed. So now Vesper is part of the group chat, which is an actual thing that we do in Discord for in-character information. We get to the gala. Yay. Which is the setting of today as well. There's a weapons check, blah, blah, blah. Vesper got through it. Thanks, Lysander, for helping me do that, because there's no way I'm going in there unarmed. In doing so, Lysander makes the acquaintance of one Emma Elizabeth Mara, who is an archmage of the Magisterium. She sees through Lysander's whole thing, but plays along, and is like completely fine with helping us get inside, so she does that. It was great. Love her to pieces. Turns out, to get into the gala, we have to pass through something called the sacrifice auction, in which we have to bid away something that matters to you to gain entry. We decided to enter as a group. Erastus, thank you, gave away a memory of graduating law school and the accompanying pride. So I don't know if he doesn't remember and he doesn't know that he graduated, or if he's just not allowed to feel proud about it ever again, or if it's both. But either way, that's sad. Big ups. I didn't have anything to give, and it was not going to be my weapons, so thank you. The gala now, we get to design. There are 4 tiers. What we're trying to do is make it to the 4th floor. We are currently on the ground floor. There are 2 sets of stairs on each side, and they're both blocked off by guards. If we do anything that is not gala-worthy, violence, etc., to try and get past the guards, it's not going to go over well. This is a big event. It's a very auspicious event with lots of important people there, so like violence is probably not the best way to get past these guards. We're trying to figure out how to do that. There's a band who's going to play called The Beloved, which I definitely enjoy. The lead singer of this band is named Callum Kane. There is a Loxodon woman who has showed up for like the 3rd time in this series. She's got carved tusks in black and gold robes. She's cool as hell. She's here as well. Interesting. On the second floor, we have a lich by the name of M, which is great because we killed her in the last Zenith, but there go my accomplishments. It's fine. On the fourth floor is where Perigee and Apogee are, so we need to get up there and find out some stuff. There was one other final surprise introduction / reintroduction for the game, which made my heart very happy, which was our darling Mephistopheles, has reappeared, was at the gala. He appeared as in the form of a young man with tan skin, gold eyes, the smell of heat and sulfur, who approached Vesper. It is in fact the same Toad. I'm so happy to have him back. I show people the clip of Alex going father in character all the time, so I'm happy that we get this character back. He's here to have conversations with people at the gala. Erastus alluded to maybe kind of like taking up a deal with him to like, you help me, I'll help you, we're trying to get to 4th floor, can we help you at all, can you help us, kind of thing. So what we're trying to do, Erastus is looking for the event coordinator. Vesper is trying to get past these guards in by looking for tech to steal in and then adjust. What I'm trying to do is like phase past the guards using technology. Vertigo honestly is probably like so chill with these like party vibes that she's not entirely sure what she's doing yet. I'm sure she'll come up with a plan. She's smart. And Lysander also does not have a plan at this exact moment because they, I think, are similar to Vertigo and they're just like, oh my god, big party. And that's where we start.
Seth, that was absolutely delightful. Thank you for that. If none of the other players are opposed, I'm gonna give you 2 experience points for that. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All
Please,
right.
I need as many as I can get.
You
All
are
right.
almost caught up to me. Huzzah.
Sick.
Like halfway there.
Well, without further ado, let's go off the deep end. Allow me to share with you a perspective. Under the right conditions, in a specific type of place or frame of mind, one can develop a notion of thingness in the senses. One might recognize, if only for a moment, how the entire visual field appears flat and two-dimensional, as if a projection on the surface of the eye. One might notice how sounds seem to exist nowhere beyond the physicality of the ear, as if fully decoupled from their source. This is a very good start. What comes next is the movement. The acuity and flexibility of mind to recognize the permeability and step beyond or around it. Into the unknown. Into the absolute. I cannot describe what one might experience in this other place. But know that it is real, and know that it changes those who even so much as brush up against it. Tonight, you likely find yourself in a land of opulence, though you might not recognize it as such. This is a land where clean water runs more abundantly than spilled blood. A land where technological marvels and cheap pleasures offer such abundant depths of delight to the senses that there seems little reason to press at the edges beyond. And rest assured, there is a real wisdom in not seeking that which has no apparent value. But next time you survey the top of the world and find only confusion, conflict, competition, and the garden of carnal delights, remember this perspective. Remember the feeling of your sense of sight as naught but a thin film. Remember the feeling of sound apart from source. Then, make the movement. Vertigo, Erastus, Lysander, and Vesper, you find yourselves on the ground floor, as it were, of the competition gala. This is the main hall and the exterior balcony. The party buzzes around you. There are hundreds of people pouring into this enormous lavish space. Erastus, I'll start with you. You were looking for a host, a party coordinator of sorts. You have, after a brief bit of looking around and talking about, identified this figure. An ashen-skinned individual. Bald, seemingly hairless, smoky at the edges, with eyes that almost burn as if literal fire. This Efreet is known as Karen, and they are the host for tonight's events.
Karen as a Charon?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to observe Karen for a bit, and I would like to just see like who they're talking with that also might be working, like staff members. See if they go back into like hidden rooms, I guess you could say. Like staff only rooms, stuff like that.
All right. Sure. Go ahead and make a perception roll. Let me know if you have any modifiers or efforts you would like to spend. And while you're doing that, Vertigo, what was your thing you were going to do?
You said there's 2 guards, right?
There are 2 guards on either side of the staircase to the interior balcony. So 2 guards per set of stairs.
Well, Alex, I would like to head to the opposite end because this is a kind of crowded area somewhat. And having previously established that most of my look is just holograms. There we go. That's the word. I'd like to turn it off temporarily. So I'm just in my like little black glitter bodysuit and circle back around and approach them. And I would like to spin my identity and say, sorry, I'm with the band.
All right, an interesting move. Let's hop over back to Mara to resolve that perception check. Can you give me some kind of social check?
Yes.
Let me know once you spend any effort or have any modifiers to add.
I used 1 level of effort, and I am trained in perception checks. I got a 15 on the die.
All right, a 15 on the die. That is good to know. So you have beaten a challenge 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say you don't notice Karen going into any hidden places. Their spot seems to be out in the middle coordinating. I would say that you notice they have some kind of like an earpiece, almost like a little Britney Spears microphone type thing that they sometimes flip up and flip down. So they are definitely in conversation with some individuals, but you do not immediately see them like walking up to staff and telling them what to do, nor do you see them disappear into any cordoned off areas. If anything, you see them occasionally greet guests who they seem familiar with.
Anybody of note?
Let's pull a card from the Seuss deck. Ooh, this is a good one. Let's see. We have pulled the Imperator. This is solid.
That's a great card.
If I can find where it is on the list. 27. Vision, swans, blades, and water. Wisdom in war, turning points and deciding factors. Sometimes conflict is needed, and the Imperator believes that keeping a level head and using intellect and wisdom rather than rage or brute force paves the way to victory. Person in question must make a very important decision upon... I'll tell you what. Actually, let me leave that there. I'll tell you what. You don't see anybody of note, at least not that you recognize among the individuals that Karen greets. However, as you are watching, you catch their attention, and they turn to you and begin to make their way over. Hello! I don't believe we've met before. My name is Karen. I'm one of the officiants for this evening. Have you partied with us before? Is this your first time?
This is my first time, actually. I was admiring the decor and the amount of work that has been put into an event such as this.
Delightful. Well, let me know if there's anything I can do to host you. Shall I show you around? Explain to you the rules of the game?
I would greatly appreciate it.
Wonderful. Just so we're on level footing, who are you here representing, or are you here as a private party?
Give me a second, Alex, to think.
Delightful. Vertigo, you're with the band. What was your persuasion?
So I rolled 18.
That's very good.
And I am willing to spend some effort if they look super invested in their jobs. If they look like average, like they're paying attention, but they're not like, you know, immediately ready to rough people up, I'll probably hold back.
Let's see what the cards have to say, because that definitely succeeds.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, but this is perfect. This is precisely the kind of shit I wanted. This is the unwelcome child.
No. I hate this card. It's so creepy looking.
It's fucked. Oh my god. It's so much worse when it's big. Bad luck, imbalance, things undesired, outcasts, duplicitousness. The unwelcome child is unwelcome because she is a horror. No one sees her for what she truly is.
Oh, so Vertigo's just gonna have like an existential crisis and need to step away from the party to go find their therapist. Got it. Okay.
Even better. As you come up and say, I'm with the band, one of the two guards, a short, squat little bugbear with these huge, long arms, takes a look up at the big, kind of rust-red half-orc. Red, take him upstairs. And you begin being escorted directly to Callum Kane, singer of The Beloved.
Well, now this is service. Thank you so much.
Lysander and Vesper, what are you up to?
No good.
Delightful. What have you got?
I am eyeing that little goblin man with the cool-looking shit that looks like an iotum, because I want to make something to get me past these guards. I don't feel like being glib. I don't really want to, like... I need to be here because shit is happening in my city, but I don't... Unsurprisingly, I think to everyone, Vesper is not like a big crowd or party person. I think especially after the events of original Zenith finale, I think crowds make him nervous, and this is not, like, I'm ready to not be where there's a shit ton of people, so if I have to get upstairs, I'm gonna get upstairs any way I can, and this goblin has stuff that I'm good at messing with. So I am going to be, like, kind of slowly making my way towards him and, like, listening to him show off this tech, because I want to know what it is, and if I can repurpose it to my needs.
Absolutely. So you approach this goblin, I will say from essentially behind or at an angle so that he does not see you. He's dressed in a sort of dressed up version of a red and blue, almost like a working uniform of some sorts. Not terribly clear, but it doesn't seem like it would be out of place in the sprawl, certainly. But a little nicer. As close to the occasion as it seems as possible for this individual to come up with at the moment. And you listen and you hear him pitching essentially 2 types of technology to a pair of unsettlingly identical looking ASMR who just sit there kind of very flat-faced in these kind of drab, almost oppressive black and white suits. And he pitches to them, one, a small reactor of sorts, a device that generates energy given a specific set of magical and material inputs. The other, he grips like a lever or something in his palm, and from a bronze shoulder pad grows out, like unfolds this series of pipes and tubes and latches into essentially a wrist-mounted flamethrower. And he...
How did he get that in?
Excellent question. The ASMR seem very interested in the flamethrower.
God, that looks like fun, but I don't know if it's gonna help me.
As there are a bunch of ooh, ah, what from the crowd.
Okay, so he is currently like showing off this flamethrower. I think that what my action is going to be is watching for a moment when he is so into this demonstration that he puts down the reactor, because I'm interested in the reactor. I want to see if I can find an opening to just snag it. I know there's a crowd. That's why I'm going to be watching for a minute.
All right, excellent. This will be some kind of a stealth roll.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. I'm gonna, because this has some pretty high stakes of fail condition. Let's call
Yeah,
this
that's
a
what
challenge.
that's what I'm all about.
Call this a challenge 6.
Sweet.
So target number 18.
Cool.
And while you were setting up that roll, Abhishek, what is Lysander up to?
Lysander would like a good drink.
Excellent. There are no less than 3 different full bars down here. I'll say go to the one in the back. You wait in line for a bit, and you come up to the bar, and there is a vibrant pink tiefling with these sort of almost but not quite neon green mechanical eyes. Good evening. What can I get for you tonight?
He's gonna give her. He's definitely intrigued with her look. It's definitely quite an interesting look. We'll just give that very very Lysander-esque shit-eating grin and like smirk. Just like, surprise me.
Very well. She turns around and she produces a rather strange drink for you. It's not bad, but it's certainly not what you expected. If you've ever had a peated whiskey, that is going to be the base of this drink. And on top of those notes of smoke and almost brine, she is going to add a mixture of other liqueurs and bitters and associated ingredients, such as to make you a really delicate but trying to think of how to describe this. A really rich drink that is not too sweet, but it carries those notes of smoke along with hints of like caramel and sea salt. And it's very kind of deep and rich, and she hands that to you. This thing also kicks like a horse. This has to be at least 60% alcohol. It's quite a creation.
Absolutely. Like he takes a sip, feels it, and is like, "Ooh, that is just."
Is this to your liking, sir?
Much.
Excellent. I don't believe I've seen you here before. Is this your first time?
You could say that. I've been invited a few times, but this is my first time in person attending.
Oh, we are grateful that you would grace us with your presence. Are you here alone or with a party?
He's also thinking about how he should respond to this. Does he want to keep his cards close to his chest, or? Now, where would be the fun in spoiling that?
We do like a mystery here. I suppose all will come out in time.
That is true.
Or maybe you'll be one of the few who walk away still with their secrets left intact.
Well, we leave it all to Lady Luck.
Indeed, we do.
Tell me, you've seen quite.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say. Go ahead. I still have to formulate the question a little bit, but yeah.
Vesper, what did you roll on your stealth check against a challenge 6?
I haven't rolled yet because I'm just telling you what I'm doing.
Okay, sick.
So,
good to know.
Because Cypher, I am trained in stealth tasks. I also did use some effort because I have 1 edge in speed, so I figured why not, and now I'm going to roll.
All right, so challenge 4, target number 12 or above.
Yes. That's a nat 20.
Whoa!
Show it to you.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Can I move my
Fucking
character
A.
or will Mare kill me?
Not only do you manage
picture of it.
to very surreptitiously, you're just behind, you see an opening and you just begin walking past this kind of almost like a booth essentially, and you just lean your hand over the back of the bench and grab the reactor and pocket it. Do you have something you would like for your major effect, or I have a recommendation?
I would love a recommendation because I was not expecting. I'm using this die today.
Delightful. You reach down and you are expecting to grab precisely one thing. As you reach down, you actually manage to pick up 2 things, one of which you did not quite see. You pick up a small fob-like object with a variety of exposed wires and circuitry. A red light blinks like an eye in its center, suggesting a sinister intelligence. You've picked up the Dominator, version 0.3.
Nice.
This is an artifact that depletes at a 1 in 6 roll. It requires 1 action to use, and it will nullify 1 magical effect per round whose level is equal to or less than 5. Because nothing says Vesper like disabling some magical shit.
That is what I do. I'm gonna be so real. I think that Vesper, normally very calm, very collected, very self-confident, I feel like he is also very surprised that he managed to grab this thing. And he tucks it into like a side, like kind of makes feigns like he's turning so that his cloak kind of swirls, and like tucks both of these items like into a pocket, and is trying to feign like he's also interested in this flamethrower presentation until such time as he can kind of like step away and start messing with this reactor.
As you do, you walk by this dragonborn, this big burly red figure with gleaming ruby red scales, and he just kind of gives you like a friendly like elbow nudge as you walk by. Did you see that? It was incredible.
Oh, the flamethrower. It's crazy what you can just buy these days.
My god, my ancestors would be jealous of a breath such as that.
I'm sure that yours is better than the imitators. That's where it's so uncomfortable. I'm like, I have stolen shit in my pocket. Please let me go.
This clearly intoxicated individual makes his way along.
God. Vesper is going to look for Lysander's like silhouette, knowing that where he is there is alcohol, and I need a drink and think about what I'm gonna do. And
all right, you head your way back to Lysander. Erastus, let's cut back to you. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of jumping. If I haven't called you in a sec, just ping me. Uh, but anyway, Erastus, we will jump back to you. You are in conversation with Karen, who has asked you if you are alone or with a party.
Yeah. I will say, as we are continuing this conversation, I am going to use my understanding ability to get a next interaction will give me an asset, just as a heads up.
All right, sure thing. Yep.
As he asks me if I'm alone or with or who I'm with, I think he said, "Oh, my benefactor and my boss would prefer me to keep a low profile, if you know what I mean." And he gives like a charming smile and will actually slip his arm like into the crook of his elbow and be like, "You said you were going to show me around."
I certainly did. I can show you all around this ground floor and explain to you the rules of our party here. And Karen proceeds to give you a small tour of the variety of sights and sounds that are available to you on this ground level. Essentially, any kind of conventional activity or delight you could consider participating in a party can be found right down here. There is alcohol. There are little alcoves for steam and other more potent substances should you desire to partake. There are sex workers and gambling tables and pretty much all manner of things you would expect to see at a high at a party of the wealthy and powerful, but nothing quite blows your mind. It does seem a little tame, or
gauche,
nothing
tacky.
Nothing surprises you. Yeah, certainly tacky. There are images of dragons everywhere. Some of them seem to be just like permanent decorations. It's not clear whether this is like custom or whether Thraxamundar is just very happy with himself, but that is indeed the thing.
He's a CEO. We know what the answer is.
Yeah. And finally, Karen explains to you the rules of the game. You are forbidden from leaving this ground floor. You are forbidden from ascending from the second floor to the third floor. And you are forbidden from ascending from the third floor to the fourth floor. And you are most certainly not allowed in Thraxamundar's personal office. However, if you can find a way to accomplish any of these things, you are more than welcome to stay where you find yourself.
And during out this like whole tour and conversation, Erastus is doing the appropriate, how interesting. Please tell me more about X, Y, and Z, being a very interactive and curious guest. And I'm sure at some point, like, he is interrupted with his job and has to like answer something on his comms. And I also want to like listen to that and see if there's any other clues I can get from that. Either someone's talking a little bit too loud on the other side, or he's saying something along the lines that I could maybe get additional information out of that I wasn't able to get earlier.
All right, sure thing. This will be another perception roll. I'll say this is of a challenge 6. This is pretty difficult, but there's not really much of a failure condition.
Okay, so I have the asset, I have a perception skill, and I think I am going to spend another level of effort on that. So that brings it down to 3.
Yep, target number 9.
I got a 9.
Delightful. I'll tell you what. You hear a brief bit of coordination from Karen about some of the music for tonight's event. You hear them explain that this metal band, very strange choice for the event,
right?
To note, will be involved in 2 separate performances essentially tonight. One will be a live, essentially a live stream, a live broadcast performance on the main floor in the public space. Just a couple of songs, big hits, etc., etc. After that, they will be making their way upstairs to the 3rd floor to help officiate some kind of ritual.
Yeah. Am I able to catch any like names or anything else of like staff or something?
Yeah.
If not, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think you catch the names of staff. I think you catch the names Callum Kane, Beloved, and you hear about the purple-haired drummer woman heading up the stairs now.
So if you're down here and stuck on the ground floor, who's keeping track of everything above, keeping individuals from walking around?
Well, we don't generally keep individuals from walking around on the floors they find themselves in. Certainly there are private spaces, and those will be very clearly marked, and we have staff on hand to direct people to where the events are actually taking place. As for who is coordinating everything, I am coordinating everything from here.
All 4 floors.
Yes.
That's very impressive.
Well, thank you.
You wouldn't be opposed to giving me any further tours? And I want to give him a innocent look.
I certainly wouldn't be opposed to engaging in some kind of barter or deal, if that is what you are suggesting.
I just give him a smile and incline my head. Yes.
Wonderful. What exactly would you be offering?
Ooh. Go to someone else. I gotta think about that.
All right, delightful. Vertigo, we come to you as you are being escorted up the stairs to meet with the singer and guitarist for The Beloved. Do you just roll right on up there, or do you peel off, or what's the move? You might be muted.
I was unmuted, but I
Gotcha.
was thinking, as we get close, Vertigo's just gonna put her hand out on this kind guard arm and just, I'm so sorry. This is real embarrassing. Is there a bathroom around here?
Sure, that works. Yes, right this way. And he kind of peels off.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I will say, actually, let's pull a card. The Golden Ship, delightful. I think this
Man,
is
you
good.
really gotta enunciate that given the situation.
Fair enough. Oh gosh. Where is my card? There we go. Number 48. Wealth, honor, earned prestige, and respect. This legendary vessel supposedly carries only the greatest heroes, most influential celebrities, highest nobles, the most powerful individuals, reports of call most cannot even imagine. Even seeing the ship is a great honor. It represents wealth and prestige. It's a highly positive card, and it suggests that one will earn wealth, fame, respect, or all three. So, I'll tell you what. As you turn to use the restroom, out of the corner of your eye, maybe you take a brief look behind you, you see a big half-orc guy talking to the singer of The Beloved, who makes direct eye contact with you, just kind of nods in your direction. The guard heads downstairs, and you find yourself in a restroom.
I mean, when in Rome. Can I get a read on that nod?
Sure, go ahead. This will be like an insider perception roll. I'll call it a challenge.
Yeah.
Target number 9.
I'm just trying to get like a, was that a not really paying attention, like just clocked me and went, yeah, sure, whatever? Or was it like a, my soul was bared? 14.
14, that'll do it. The nod was kind of like an, all right, I see you. I have no problems with what you did, but we clearly do not know each other. Whatevs.
Cool. Okay. Then I will, just freshen up and, I don't know, turn my stuff back on and head back out. And
All right.
if he's still there and not otherwise super involved with something, yeah, I will approach Callum King.
Absolutely. He is sort of leaning over the rail here. I forget what it's fucking called.
Balustrade.
That's it. That's the word. Thank you.
Was it?
Yeah, that is exactly the word I was thinking of. He's leaning over that. He's got like a bottle of beer in one hand. He's wearing this long red coat with the sleeves pushed up. How's it going, drummer?
I will lean over the balustrade. Pretty good. Pretty good from up here. How's your night progressing?
It's going. Not a big fan of this place, but
Bad
you don't really
acoustics.
turn down. Bad acoustics, shitty crowd.
Yeah. I feel like I owe you a drink.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Another, or you want something new?
I'll get something new. Something with vodka, something to get me out of this shit.
I'll be back.
Alright.
I can only assume there's a bar on this level as well.
There are not only more bars up here, but they are more exotic, and not only do they have alcohol, but they have potions as well.
Ooh. Alright. Yeah, I will head to the bar. I'm intrigued about the potions.
Excellent. As you approach the bar, you are greeted by, imagine like twice the radius of a basketball, vibrant neon green, a single big purple eye in the center, and 4 little eye stalks off the body. A gazer turns to you. He's got this dorky little black bow tie underneath his wide, gaping mouth. Hello, what can I get ya?
I love him so much. What is your recommendation for a punchy kind of vodka drink?
Let me see what I can do. And he produces you a sort of
I really
kind
want to ask
of
for a
a-
Dubs Vaudian brew, but that's not going to be appropriate.
imagine something kind of halfway between a vodka martini with olive and absinthe.
Oh. Yeah, let's make it 2. Why not?
Any potions for you while you are here?
Well, it's the house special.
Invisibility.
Interesting. Is that on theme? Or...
It's on the house.
Ha ha ha. Well, who am I to say no?
You see a small vial about the size of a large thumb. You have 1 invisibility potion. It'll last for 2 rounds.
Dope. I'm gonna slip that up my sleeve. I did not plan this outfit super well. And I'll return to Callum. I'm going to be walking carefully because of the drinks, but also I just kind of want to like take in the room, the vibe, the situation up here.
Excellent. Up here is going to be, like I said, a few bars. They are more specialized and exotic, carrying stranger drinks, potions. You see a couple of alcoves that are just kind of profusely pouring out vapors, assumedly from people using steam, or maybe some older folks or more traditional folks using cloud. And sort of along the balustrade are these almost like booths essentially, or like kind of private lounges where you see a bunch of different just small groups kind of chattering. You hear one particularly lively debate between an aged elf and uh, a young dwarf individual, and they seem to be arguing about cooking pastries. It's not quite clear. Vesper and Lysander, you two managed to meet up at the bar.
I think Lysander. Oh, good. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. No, you.
I was gonna say Lysander probably to see Vesper was like, miss me already, do you?
Vesper stops, and you see on his face, because you've known him for so long, that his immediate reaction is to turn on his heel and walk away. You see him push that down, and he just kind of rolls his eyes and takes the seat next to Lysander. I think in lieu of a greeting, he just takes your drink and takes a swig from it.
I was gonna give it to you, but if you're, I mean, sure, go ahead.
Oh, thanks. Then he just like slides it over to like the other side of him on the bar. And he'll kind of lead in and say, is there anywhere here that's, I don't know, have you seen any place that's not swarming with people?
I think Lysander sort of looked at the bartender. Well, love, you've heard my friend. Is there any place here that might be a little bit more discreet?
I could show you to a cloud room.
Perfect.
Right this way. The tiefling disengages from the bar. Some other individual pops out of a door you did not see and begins taking their place, and you are escorted to essentially another wing off the main hall, where there are a bunch of these small little semi-open, semi-private alcoves with a bunch of these little like imagine like a little CO2 canister about yay size. That is steam, and then there are also all the accoutrements, the bowl and the little fire with which you could start boiling some cloud if you wanted to go that way.
This will do nicely.
Mare, I do still hear music.
Me too.
Roll 20's
Same.
being a bitch.
It'd be like that.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Just had to complain. It works
Apparently.
every time. Yeah, Vesper will kind of follow Lysander's lead, but this works for what he's intending.
Yes, I do believe this will work quite nicely. And he'll sort of turn to the bartender and offer essentially some credits as like tips, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Sure. She will take out her phone, kind of tap it against yours. Is probably the method that you would that would be most readily available to you with which to transfer money. Thank you very kindly.
Well, thank you for being such a good hostess. And I think he'll for dramatic measure, he'll sort of he'll essentially embrace his playboy self and just sort of like dramatically like kiss her the top of her hand.
Excellent. Then this makes this next part so much better. Not only do you are you able to transfer credits, but you see a phone number has been sent back to you as well.
I think before he leaves, sort of just whisper in her ear. Look forward to it a little bit later.
Perfect. She gives you a very polite and professional nod and heads off.
finally, Vesper will kind of like seat himself like back to whatever. For some reason, I'm not envisioning there's a door. This is like I'm
There
getting,
is
like,
not.
It's
This is
giving
an open- yeah.
beaded curtains.
Yeah,
and,
I'm about to say it
like,
definitely gives like beaded curtains or
A
like
little
like
bit.
or
yeah.
like plush curtain or something.
Yeah,
like,
that's what
yeah.
I'm seeing. Like, there's no door, but whatever
No.
entrance is there, Vesper is kind of like situating himself like on this couch, or again, I'm envisioning a couch. My brain really was like, I know what that looks like, and produces both the reactor and the
Dominator version
Dominator. Thank you. I
0.3.
had to scroll up. I'm sorry, the Dominator version 0.3. Like put like he'll kind of like shove the like cloud things like to the far part of the table because that's useless. And
what do you
we'll
hey, that's good cloud. What? That's good cloud. Hey, whoa.
shut up. And we'll begin tinkering with the reactor specifically. My intent is to use my skill right tool for the job, which is going to cost me an intellect point and item. I want to use this as my item to fashion it into a temporary device that will provide me an asset to something that is physical and non-combat. I want to sneak past those guards. I have to do, I believe it's 2 steps. Like, I have to do a check to like prepare the item, and then obviously another check to actually like use it.
Yes,
so,
I do believe that
I'm
is the case.
starting on preparing this item.
All right, go
Get
ahead.
it to do what I want to do.
All right, sure. So this thing is basically a power source. So I will say because it is actually inherently easy to work with, in the sense that all you really need to do is just direct the power to do something. You don't have to disassemble much in order to get that going. So I'll say this first check will be of a challenge for target number 12.
Cool. I am using, I have edge and intellect, so I'm going to go ahead and use a level of effort for that.
Cool. Target number
because
9.
why not? And I am also trained in creating Numenera, but ciphers.
All right, sure. Target number 6.
Sweet. Do not fuck this up for me. That's a 7.
Just made it. So I will say that in the process of beginning to crack this thing open and apply its energy somewhere, you realize that this thing could probably power like a small apartment complex for like a not insignificant amount of time. At least if you fed it with materials appropriate for its roughly fist-sized, form factor. It's quite an impressive little bit of kit.
You know, those guys know what they're doing. It's kind of like sitting here tinkering, putting things together into a form that is concealable and completely unrecognizable at this point. I think he's trying to make it something that he can like attach to his arm,
Sure.
and just wear under the cloak.
Sure. Then give me your second roll for crafting. This I will say will be a challenge 5.
So I read I didn't have it pulled up, but I do have it pulled up now. It's action to prepare the item and then an action to initiate. I'm not ready to initiate this thing yet, so we can move
Gotcha.
on.
Okay. All right. I will say that will be a challenge 5 when it happens, and there will be some interesting things because of the nature of what you picked up. But yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for
have
him
this
to
thing all
like.
primed and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to get out of the room and get in position and stuff. I'm not ready to initiate that yet. I'm just tinkering and now I guess cleaning up my mess.
All right.
I think Lysander will sort of look upon Vesper tinkering, like, so, what you got there?
Something that's gonna get me to the higher levels without killing anybody. Unless you want me to, bring the full force of...
I'd recommend you save that for in case things go pear-shaped. Even though I know you're probably bursting at the seams to probably just kill something.
I am itching to use my gun. You see right through me.
I know. I mean, you can feel your trigger finger just itching,
It really does. You have no idea.
You should really get that checked out. You should really get that checked out.
I could use it right now. If you want me to. And he kind of brandishes his gun.
Oh, you wound me, Vesper.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, just say for now. But any chance you can make that? Any chance I can piggyback off that?
He considers. There's nothing in here that says that this is only for one person.
That is true, yes.
So I think he'll kind of like, his immediate reaction is to say no, and I think his mouth literally starts to form the word no, and then he like stops and looks at Lysander and looks at the Cypher and is like, I'll get back to you.
Better than a no.
And he'll start tinkering with it while me and the GM decide how we're gonna figure this out.
You can definitely use it on 2 people. I think it would be
Okay.
delightful if you did that.
So I think he kind of like picks it up, holds it to the very, what I imagine is very dim light, and squints at it, and kind of like turns like one thing, and it glows like a little bit brighter. And
Are
he
you
goes,
activating it?
No, that's just flavor text to like. He wasn't making this for 2 people, and now he is.
Gotcha. Sick.
And he'll kind of glance at Lysander and say, I don't see why not.
Oh. That sounds pretty good then. I think Lysander's also gonna look around and just like, be ashamed to waste all this, and just grab some of the Steam cartridges.
Nice. Go ahead and add 3 Steam cartridges. High-grade Steam cartridges. The good shit.
This is the
It's
premium
like
stuff,
the
too.
equivalent of taking stuff from the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Listen, Eris has not forgotten her roots. Trust me.
Do you even need? Why?
Listen, this quality of Steam is quite expensive, so I'll take where I can get it.
Vesper tucks the Dominator back into whatever pocket he was using and begins to like wield the newly fashioned Cypher into someplace that's concealed.
Excellent.
Just aura dripping with disapproval.
All right. Erastus, let's hop back to you. And then actually I want to hop back to Vesper and Lysander, if that's okay.
Sure!
All right. Erastus, let's go to you.
Yeah. So continuing the conversation of basically, hey, what do I have to offer? I'll just like look up at Karen and be like, I'm not one to assume what people want or need, especially when you have a lot of money or work with a lot of money at your disposal. Some people are very frivolous and insubstantial and like physical materials. Some other people like more abstract things. So instead of me assuming, what are you looking for or what do you need?
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll. That's actually a very solid way to start this off.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna guess.
Go ahead and let's call this a challenge 4.
Sure. Is there any way to have been like doing like my using my understanding roll again before this?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that brings it down to a challenge 2.
All right. Target number 6 or above.
16.
16. Perfect. Very perceptive of you. Well, I'll have you know one currency that is always very valuable around here. Secrets and information. Certainly it's one currency that everyone does seem to have in abundance.
Mm-hmm. But is that what you want? Are you doing that for someone at someone else's behest?
Well, perhaps it is a little bit of both. After all, you never know what you might learn.
Are you looking for any information or secrets on anyone in particular? I don't know what's useful to you. Are there any individuals of note that you work with more often?
I would rather know about the individuals of note that you work with more often.
All right.
What can you tell me about how you got here? Maybe we can go from there.
Alex, I have been working in the preside for about 8 years now. Is there anything that I have picked up on any of my colleagues that I do not like that I can use to give to this individual?
Oh, absolutely. There is for sure some dirt. You could be like, well, this guy in the government does this illegal thing, and that guy in the government does that illegal thing, and this person's like on the straight and narrow, but they're just kind of a dick, right? Like, there's plenty of stuff you could give.
Yeah, so I think I am going to choose one of my colleagues who I really do not like. We butt heads. We have very differing ideas on what is good for, the people of Zenith. And I will leave that to you, Alex, on whether he actually is a bad guy. But, essentially, Erastus tries to help the people. Who knows what this guy does? Maybe he's money laundering. I don't fucking know.
Sure. I would say probably the most interesting thing is you recall an individual named Roland Van, who is loosely affiliated with the ZMP, kind of associated with the law enforcement apparatus, I suppose.
Yeah.
And this
it's fine.
this individual, when they could not get approval from the government to essentially strike a drowned den, they got a private security force to do it.
So I have blackmail material for this for this guy.
Yeah.
How would you like some blackmail material for a member of the Preside?
What division?
What division are they, Alex?
Enforcement.
Enforcement.
Well, that could be very useful indeed.
And I can tell you right now, I would not be sad to see this individual go.
Even better.
So do we have a deal?
We do. I can get you up to the second floor.
I will hold out my hand for a handshake.
You shake hands.
And I will begin telling the information about Roland Van as he leads me essentially past the guards, which I'm assuming do nothing.
Yep, they sure don't. Karen themselves does not leave the first floor, but you approach the guards as you are getting the story told. You see Vertigo chilling up at the top of the stairs with the singer of a metal band. And Karen kind of waves the guards as you finish up your tale, and you're able to ascend with no issue.
Pretty privileged, SMH.
And I will, if he is amenable to it, I will do similar to Lysander and kiss his hand as a thank you and be like, I appreciate it. And I was not exaggerating when I said that you are doing a wonderful job organizing and hosting this party.
Oh, thank you very much. Enjoy your stay on the upper floors.
And then I will head back up to the second floor.
Do you join Vertigo?
I will probably get a drink first, because it seems like Vertigo is in active conversation, and I don't want to interrupt, but I will get a drink and then probably, wait for them to be, done.
Gotcha. Then let's briefly see how our other members fare in getting to the second floor, and we'll hop over to Vertigo. Vesper, Lysander, what's the move?
I think... Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna look at you because basically this is your device, this is your plan. I'm just here riding on your coattails.
Yeah, I think Vesper will kind of have this. What I'm envisioning is kind of like a decorative. I feel like he would be familiar with something that looks like a bracer, like that's very him coded. So something that looks like a decorative bracer that he's strapped to his forearm, and he'll tuck away the. I already said he tucked away the Dominator, so whatever. I think he'll wait for Lysander to finish, I guess, stealing shit. And are you ready? Because we can probably go anytime if it works.
I mean, just get the signal.
Well, you're you're gonna need to stay close for this to work on 2 people. But if this doesn't work, be prepared to be glib and charming in case.
You say that as if that's not my forte.
Vesper sighs and turns around and leads the way to just probably like just outside this room. I don't know how long this thing lasts. It did say, I think 1 round, 2 rounds. Let me check.
This thing can power a small apartment, so you're fine on duration.
So it's fine. Sweet, I'm just gonna activate it while we're still behind closed curtains, doors, whatever. Beads?
Privacy.
Yeah, in privacy then. All right.
Sure.
Okay. Lasts for about a minute or until used for the intended purpose. Is what it says. So we're gonna have to move quick. If this works.
All right. Do you activate it?
No. Yeah, I'm making sure that that's another intellect. It's an action. It doesn't say that it costs another point of intellect, so maybe not.
I'll say for the sake of this that you can, in this situation, because you have plenty of time to work it, you can just do it.
Sweet. In that case, I am going to use another level of effort to make sure that this works. I don't technically have training in this thing, but I do have training in stealth and disguise tasks.
That will not be necessary.
Damn!
Vesper
okay.
and Lysander, how would you like an experience point?
Oh my god, yay!
I'll
Can I
take
get
it.
my point of edge back then?
You can get the effort back, but are you doomed?
That's
I
what
don't
I
think
mean.
you get this one.
Oh,
what?
that's right. It's an
I-
intrusion.
Oh, wait.
It's an
No,
intrusion.
I know I don't get experience points, but I'm saying I already said I was going to spend a level of effort.
You can take the effort back for sure.
Okay, that's
you
what I
spent
meant.
on this
Because I
one,
know I'm
yes.
not getting experience. I'm not marking experience.
Yeah, you won't get your experience for this. You'll get your experience on the
know.
next one. Okay,
It's fine.
cool. So, Vesper, you press the button. And for a second, you wonder if anything has happened at all. But then, let's
Oh
let's
no.
get the right
Is
music
this a
going.
music change?
Omni? Is it Omni?
It sure is.
Yeah!
Oh my
It is.
god.
Vesper, you enter a specific type of place. A frame of mind. You and Lysander develop a notion of thinness in your senses. You feel as if your visual field is like a thin film stretched over the surface of your eyeballs. All the sounds you hear feel concentrated in your ears, completely separated from their sources. And whether you do it or not, you and Lysander make the movement. Before you're able to recognize what has happened, you find yourself in a new space. It is pale, ethereal blue. The walls that you were standing in previously are still there, but they're fuzzy, hazy, transparent. You begin to step, but you realize you are completely untethered from your body. It is only after a few brief moments, after what feels like a little bit of an eternity, that your body begins to move to catch up to your consciousness. You have entered the ethereal plane. And I will say, Eris, this comes with a feeling unlike one you have felt in centuries. The both of you look up and the roof is gone and it is replaced by a dazzling, brilliant, blinding white light that seems to stretch on to infinity, that somehow has a center of bright, vibrant gold that shines down directly on you. in the midst of this, you look around at... It's not clear. Other people, their thoughts, their consciousness, it's not sure. But it's as if they're clouded, distracted, or burrowed into something so deeply embedded in the body that they're not quite able to move in this world as you do. After a short amount of time, you are able to essentially will yourself up to the second floor. You watch your bodies stride casually by the 4 guards, or the 2 on the set of the stairs you choose, and slowly make your way up the set of stairs behind Erastus. And for some reason, unknowable to you, the guards do not stop you. You are able to just continue walking. Slowly but surely, your consciousness is pulled back into your body as the minute expires, and you are pulled once again from eternity into a mortal shell. I'm gonna pull a card. The rat. Not good.
Uh-oh.
Survival, resistance, shadows, concealment. Okay. I'll tell you what happens. As you return to your bodies, you both take 4 points of intellect damage as you are assailed by the crushing sense of lack that is deeply embedded in your senses. In this moment, you know, if only briefly, just how much no taste will ever be enough, no sight will ever be enough, no touch, no scent, nothing will ever be enough to satisfy you. And especially in the brief aftermath of infinity, that hurts quite a bit. But you've made it onto the second floor. Vertigo. You see some friends beginning to make their way up, and you arrive with your drinks to your new friend.
I will nod at Erastus, at least. Just to be clear that I'm not pretending to ignore them on this second floor.
You get a nod back.
Yeah. I feel like we are very clearly in the there's no solid plan. We are winging the heck out of this. Mm-hmm. As is evidenced by the last hour and a half. I will pass Callum his drink. This comes recommended. Not by me, but I got one too, so if it's terrible, at least we're in this together.
In this together. Cheers.
Cheers. And I will drink mine, or at least taste it. I suppose it's more of a sipping beverage.
Yeah. It's dry and stringent. If you're into that sort of thing, it's quite an interesting experience.
I used to be a massive vodka girl, but no, that does not sound like a good time. To each their own. So, I've been wanting to talk to you.
Really? About?
Oh, lots of things. Please.
Okay.
You're headlining the blow. Like, you are an interesting, popular figure.
Fair enough. Lots of interesting popular figures here. Some of them are magical.
Some
Get up on all
are.
kinds of shit.
Some are very fancy. Some are very concerning. But you will also admit that the shine on this place isn't really your deal. So what is? I can see why you'd play here. I mean, it's definitely an opportunity.
It is. I gotta say, it feels at least a little bit like selling out, but I'm here on behalf of some friends, I suppose. And I guess I go where my people go.
Well, I think the saying is for love or money, and friendship is the better of the two. I would think that's got to be worth something.
I hope so. What brings you here? Are you part of this crowd? You don't look it.
No. No, I had a friend with a pass, and I don't know. It just seemed different. Something to do on a night I didn't have anything else planned. And it is the most different thing that has happened to me all week. So now I can check that off my list. Yes, well, there's always tomorrow. Could one up this one, but
True.
we'll see. Did you... Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't like being wrong, but it happens. You founded the band, right?
I did, yes. It was originally a solo project, but found some reliable musicians, and I suppose now we're a band.
These things happen. Accidental band, can't help it.
No, you can't. Especially when they want to be paid and they want to...
Ugh.
Well,
unpaid labor?
No unpaid labor, and that's not fair. And I suppose I mean to say is that they want creative control and songwriting credits, which I, being charitable, even would say is a stretch. But I suppose you could read all about that in the papers.
Papers say a lot of things.
They
Not all of
do.
them true. Not all of them kind. Not all of them as nuanced as real life.
Not all of them false.
It's an interesting name for a metal band. Is there a beloved Mrs. Callum Kane in your life? Or Mr.,
No.
I suppose?
Not quite. How's your history?
I've been realizing lately that there are definitely some gaps in my knowledge, so I'm going to say not my strongest suit.
The Beloved was one of the titles of a prophet, I guess, from old Zenith during the time of the apocalypse. It, I guess, felt right for what the music is.
Heavy stuff,
Yep.
then.
Heavy stuff.
So it really means something to you, your music. It's not just a way to show off or get your foot in the door.
Yeah. It's important to me. It's important to me to say something real I suppose, or to try and make something real, maybe. That would be a very long conversation, but yeah, it's important to me.
I know it's a big night. Looking around here at all this glitter, a lot of it feels a lot more like guilt. I think this might be one of the realest conversations I've had since I've come in the door, actually.
Glad to hear it.
I'd like to continue it later, if that's okay. I know you have a lot going on tonight, but maybe
I wouldn't
another
be
time?
opposed to that at all. Will I see you on the 3rd floor? Available for a dance?
I will make the time.
Good to know. He extends a phone case to you if you would like to tap and swap contact info.
I will tap back.
Excellent. Delightful. Cal and Kane departs, and with our last 10 minutes before we get to break, what do you all do as you find yourselves on the 2nd floor?
We started off the quarter after, so technically break was 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but
I'm just letting you know for future. Yeah, I get it. No, I get it.
I want to get everyone into the party.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've done enough yapping, please.
Absolutely.
I mean, you put me
Give
in
my vocal cords a
another
rest,
existential
please.
crisis.
I did.
I don't think I think Vesper is going to have to find a seat and be disoriented. And think about what he experienced and how does that fit with everything else he's experienced. Because I think physically, spiritually, what's the word I'm looking for? Experiencing the ethereal plane in person probably goes counter to a lot of the beliefs that he has grown to have. So I think he is probably busying himself with that bracer that he made and just kind of tinkering with it and thinking about what he saw is not the right word, but experienced.
I'll say that has one more charge on it. You can do it one more time if you'd like.
Oh, thank you.
I think Lysander is sort of in a similar boat, but almost like it's almost like he's almost nursing a hangover, kind of. It's like he's nursing like a hangover of the soul a little bit. And he's decided that the best hangover remedy for that would be hair of the dog. Not in the same way, but he desperately needs a fucking drink.
An annoyingly loud gazer provides you with a drink.
He didn't even like give them like much, like just make it as strong as fucking possible.
All right. I also would like to get a drink. I'm assuming probably didn't see how Lysander and Vesper got to the 2nd floor, but I probably saw that they made it to the 2nd floor. Before I go on with what I want to do, what other potions does this person have besides invisibility? If it's just invisibility, that's fine. I just wanted to check.
I will say there's invisibility. There's a potion of Might Edge that will give you one. I'll say it'll give you one Might Edge, and then there's a wild card.
Is there one for Speed Edge?
No.
Am I allowed to take more than one?
No.
Erastus asks for a wild card.
All right. I will generate that after break real quick.
That's fine. In that case, I would like to get that wild card potion and actually just ask for 2 waters. And I want to take one of the waters over to Vesper and hold it out to him. You doing all right?
I think he'll take it and take like a very deep chug of it and kind of glance up at him and say, you know, I don't know.
Mind if I join you for a couple minutes?
Go ahead. We'll kind of scoot over and make room.
Yeah, I'll sit next to him and take a sip of my own water. I don't know if we officially got to meet and say hello when I wasn't covered in blood, but I'll hold out my hand. My name is Erastus, and I just wanted to say thanks for saving my life and my friend's life. So,
Vesper will take Erastus' hand and give it like a firm shake and say, yeah, I think your name got lost somewhere in the losing the tongue. And the arrows flying everywhere. It's nice to meet you. I'm Vesper.
So what brings you to the city?
Oh, I was born here. So, coming back to hometown and see what's changed. Which the answer's a lot. Then simultaneously, absolutely fucking nothing.
I don't know how long you've been gone, but do you need any questions answered from someone who's been here a little more recently?
Yeah, probably. Get back to me on that. He'll kind of like rub like the bridge of his nose, like really fill in that intellect arm.
Well, you have been added to the group chat, so you have my number.
Yeah, don't remind me. My God.
I have known Eris for a very brief amount of time, and I have already learned to pick my battles with them. I've seen her type before.
Get to know her well enough and you'll learn that they're all worthy of picking. If anything, it's entertaining.
To who?
Me.
Regardless, I know trying to push anything that they don't want to do, it's like trying to push at a brick wall. So. Oh
yeah, like pulling teeth.
So. But so far, she's been interesting. And that's all I got.
Interesting is not the adjective I would choose, but he'll kind of shrug and finish his water.
Yeah. You don't seem like they're the type of person you would normally make friends with, if you don't mind my bluntness.
Friend is definitely a choice. Are you friends with someone just because you spend a lot of time around them, sometimes against your will?
Good point.
Or are you just forced acquaintances?
I see what you mean.
All, just aside, I think that Eris has been there for me during the worst day of my life, so if there's anything in their favor, there's at least 1 point in the not an asshole column.
That's good to know. As someone as hard to read as her, that's very good to know. But, yeah, I just wanted to check on you, say thanks. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more of each other, especially if Eris is going to be maybe dragging you around.
Yeah, she tends to do that.
Yeah, so if you need anything, you know how to get in contact with me, but maybe tonight's not the best night to get to know each other. And I'll just look around at the ostentatiousness.
Yeah, I'll admit I'm not the most friendly person, but I did just maybe fuck up something, and he kind of like will lift his arm with the bracer. It's still like flickering with like that remaining charge, and say, I just did something real weird, and my head is fucking killing me, so you'll forgive me.
And I will hold out my glass of water to you. You might need this more than I do.
and he will just like kind of incline his head and thanks and take it.
And I'll take the empty glass and just drop it back off at like the bar.
All right, I think this is where we will take our quick break. Go ahead, everybody. Get up, pet your pets, use the restroom, say hi to your loved ones, etc., etc., etc. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second half of Zenith 3000 Session 4 with a cat. Which one is this, Seth?
This is a Finn.
How can you not
Velcro.
know Finn by now?
He is Velcro.
I am not good at telling the difference between orange cats.
But he's like a sweet little lightly toasted marshmallow. And the other one's a pumpkin.
He's so stripy. Look at those stripes.
Also,
And
this
also
is
Oliver would never let me do this.
this is the only one that cuddles with Seth, too.
Fair.
God, look at
So,
him.
You all find yourselves on the interior balcony of the competition gala. You have recently made a couple of new contacts: a bartender, the singer of a metal band. You see a few recognizable faces up here in different lounges. You would see Emma Elizabeth up here. You would probably see Mephisto up here at this point as well. And I would say you see an imperious-looking undead woman in almost like a Pope-like outfit, all black and white. This you would know as the Necromancer M. What do you do?
I'm refilling my my water and and waiting for Vertigo to be done, and I'll probably like hang out near Vesper as I wait for, you know, Lysander to get his hair of the dog.
Oh, right.
He'll probably get it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant to put it in the group chat, but Vesper does send a message to the group chat pinging Lysander saying, "Get me one."
Oh, we have a separate group chat with Lysander.
I think.
Oh shit! No, actually, maybe he pings Eris.
I was gonna say we
He
did.
probably doesn't even think about
No,
it.
honestly, if you want, you could try if you. I don't know how sober Vesper is at this point, but like, if you have the wherewithal, you could just like direct message Eris.
Yeah, I don't know. What's more fun?
It
Flip
would
of the
make sense
dice.
for us to have a group chat with Lysander though, because we all were meeting up together. Like,
Yeah.
Eris
True, yeah.
had been like, "Oh, I'm not going, but I know someone who is."
No,
And
you're
that's
right.
what
That
it
was
is,
established. Yeah,
Like-
yeah, that's fine.
Like, use their number, have fun, yeah.
This makes it so confusing, but it's so funny.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll condense that as in character. Vesper almost pings Eris and is like, "Wait, wrong chat," and then like goes to like maybe deletes the message, or like you see it typing and then it goes away, and then pings Lysander saying, "Get me one of whatever you're having."
I need you to know Vertigo would just assume, based on Vesper trying to leave the group chat already so many times, that it's just old man yells at cloud and technology type.
To be fair, to be fair, Vesper is a techno-populist. He is not an old man yelling at clouds when it comes to technology. He loves technology.
But you are
wanna be
still an old
cheeky.
man.
You are.
He is
you
still
are.
old. I didn't contest that.
It's less
not
the,
technology old.
It's the like, but there's a difference between like tech and then like chats, you know, like it's not wanting to
okay,
be
yeah,
part of a
fair.
lot of Discord servers.
Yeah.
Sort of like-
He is not.
He doesn't have enough friends to be part of Discord servers.
That's
Yeah, they're all dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Now you feel bad, huh?
No, not really.
Thought you were gonna be sassy about it.
the
Nothing's
question is now,
stopping you
do
from
I-
making more friends.
That's
I
true.
was in the Underdark.
I thought you were gonna say more Discord servers. I will head over to Erastus and Vesper if I see Lysander sort of like heading in that direction as well.
He
but-
probably will, yeah.
I would like to type out a little message to Vito with just like a base level of security in this message, at least. That's just sort of like Mephisto Y/N ? Like, what do we know? Do we care? I thought I had another question, but I don't.
That is a
and
great
then I'll
question,
just-
honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll on up. Because I think it's really sad to just sit and watch my phone for an answer, because then it won't show up. So sad. Hey, second floor besties, how's it going? Do we love it? Is it fashionable? Is it fun?
I can't take you seriously when you do that voice.
You shouldn't. It's hideous. My God. What are you drinking?
Me?
That's not straight
Or-
vodka, is it?
It's water.
Oh.
I don't particularly drink a lot.
Not a bad idea. Safe. It's not fun, but it's smart.
My blood was made of tequila and rum and all the hard liquors back in college. I have had enough alcohol to last me a lifetime in those handful of years.
You come pre-pickled. Got it.
I come pre-pickled.
I think one can never have too much alcohol. I think this is where Lysander makes his grand entrance.
Vesper holds out a hand expectantly.
He already, as if expecting the handout, just palms you a drink.
It's like one fluid motion.
Yeah, I think backtracking a little bit, as Lysander is walking, I want to be a little cheeky here. I think as he's walking over with the drink, he'll see Eris sort of he'll see Vesper typing in the chat with Eris in it, get an idea, and will reply in the chat with Eris, "Hey, how's it going at the gala?"
Vertigo's gonna check the chat, see it's not Vito, and put her phone back.
Probably not look at my phone, honestly.
If no one else responds in like after a
A
few
reasonable
beats,
amount of
Vertigo
time, yeah.
will do it. But like,
There's your response.
Right.
Oh wait, I gotta check it.
It's just an emoji. The rolling eyes emoji.
Did you message Vito? Sorry, I missed that.
oh yes, sorry.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's fine. I messaged Vito. Mephisto. What do we know? But do we care? Y/N.
Okay.
Just like that's just yes, no. Whoa.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, Seth.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
Yeah, hold
F,
on.
F?
Oh dear.
We
F
can
for
still
Finn?
hear you though.
Yeah, we can still hear you. Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Zoom. I did not say Phil. Put an N on that.
One moment. Oh, there it goes. It just randomly disconnected itself. Not even physically.
Huh.
Interesting.
I haven't touched it. Okay.
This is what happens when
Sorry.
you say you're big on tech.
Technology.
Yep.
Technology.
Literally.
you get a message back that Mephisto is a son of a bitch, but he's reliable. And he will only act if he is sure he will come out on top.
Okay.
Thumbs up emoji.
After
You get-
sorry, go ahead.
You get a very cute baby picture in response.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I send hearts back. Cute.
After Lysander joins the group and like all four of us are here in various degrees of intoxication. So what is the plan tonight? I know I have my own agenda, but I don't know If anyone else had any game plans or goals, so before going off out of left field, and don't want to go alone, but figured it'd be best to touch base.
Technically, I got dragged here, but I would like to make my way up to the top. Something is just wrong.
Yeah.
Some things that remind me of very bad past happenings going on here.
Past happenings, you say? Care to elaborate?
No.
I don't think it's polite to ask someone about bad stuff that has happened in their past. Maybe learn some tact.
Yeah, Lysander, have some fucking tact.
Well, can't fault me for being curious, especially when he did say it was reminding of something happening when this was happening, reminding of what's happening back then. So, can't blame me.
Oh, just, the apocalypse.
There's an eyebrow raise at Vesper.
Figuratively.
Vertigo takes a drink.
Anyway, back to my question.
Do you want?
Well, my next step is going up a level. Who's in?
What's on the third level again, Alex?
Dancing?
Third level is the dance hall.
Yeah.
I am absolutely fine with that. I want to make sure I get some intel. And I will...
For the third floor?
Sorry, what was that,
Sorry,
Seth?
Just quickly, I think Vesper will kind of look at Vertigo and say, wait, what's up there? What's the next level?
Dancing.
Oh.
Wanna dance?
Fuck. And he'll, just finish the rest of the drink that Lysander brought him.
So the levels are as numbered. Basically, first floor is the main hall, second 2 is the interior balcony, third level is dance hall, fourth is the auction, and then 5 is not necessarily a 5th floor, but another place on the 4th floor that includes his office.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
up until now, we haven't seen an executive suite elevator that just
No.
skips a couple levels. So
yeah, probably not.
You have not.
gonna have to pass through the dance floor.
In theory, some kind of executive elevator does exist.
Just not for us. I would like to go up to the next floor. I need to keep an ear out for the happenings of the host himself, so among other things.
Like what he's up to, or...
Do you remember what I said when we first messaged Vesper? I got a message from my assistant.
The assistant with the grenade?
Yes, the assistant who gave me a grenade.
Yes.
Eyebrow cock at the grenade from Lysander.
Don't worry about it, but we love this assistant.
She is very competent and helpful, if a little odd. But I had to go talk to my boss, Chad. You know Chad. The Sphinx in charge.
I just wanted to make sure.
No. He is firmly Chad in my book and not Nebu right now. He wants me to keep an eye on the CEO himself. And I'm not happy with it right now, but I have a job to do.
Like for
Quite
anything...
What was that?
Sorry, Lysander, what was that?
I was just quite the big job if you're trying to keep an eye on the big Thrax himself.
It's not what I would prefer to be focusing on, but don't think I have much of a choice. I have a gut feeling it's all interconnected somehow, and there's only one way to find out. What were you saying, Vertigo?
I was just wondering if you were looking for something in specific, like who he's talking to, who he's getting drinks from. Ooh.
I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I have a feeling he's gonna, whatever information will be in a private area. Or I will have to eavesdrop. I don't know. I am playing it by ear. I've never been here
Fun.
before.
Private area, you say?
So.
If you
Okay.
are, if you are able to happen upon some his personal phone numbers or documents, I would love to know, Vertigo. We could consider you paid me back.
I'm on it, boss.
Please don't call me boss. It feels weird coming from you.
Work on it. Lysander,
Yes.
unrelated to the third floor. If there's time between all of this other Rikida I have a question for you a little later.
I might have an answer for you.
Excellent. That being said, Erastus, I might have something that could help you.
I'm all ears.
Sorry, there is a spider on my camera.
Oh no.
And
dear.
I'm fine with
Oh.
spiders. But it was something moving where it shouldn't be moving, and really threw me. Sorry. If you need to later, if it is appropriate, if you need to know Thraxamundar's movements, say you are somewhere you might not want to be detected, and need to know if he's on his way, I might have something for that. Just as an option for you.
I will keep that in mind. We'll see what the night brings.
Won't we? Has anyone seen anything? It's a same set of 2 guards between us and the next level.
No, there are 2 guards, yeah, but they're standing in front of an elevator that will bring you up to like a
Oh, okay.
different
Okay.
Section where there's a whole new floor where the dancing will take place.
So we can walk between floors 2 and 4 freely at this point.
Not 2 and 4. You'll still
Well-
be blocked from.
Well- Not by guards, essentially. There's a challenge, I'm assuming, but like not like from 1 to 2.
Yeah, you can go from 1 to 2 freely. Yes.
Mm.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
All right. But can we go to 3?
If you can find a way. You
Oh.
can do some bamboozling.
So right now, the only way we see is the elevator. Like,
That's the only way you see currently, but you have not looked around, to my knowledge.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. The only obvious way at the moment.
I might have a way up there, but I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to save this for something else if it comes up. And also, frankly, don't really trust the job that I did on this thing. Kind of turned
I
out
mean,
as
it worked.
bracer.
It worked fairly well enough the first time.
Yeah, minus the literal psychic damage. My head is still killing me.
Well, how about we walk around and look around? I have not been anywhere far from the stairs, the band, or the bar. And this is a pretty big area, so let's socialize.
Ugh.
My
I
favorite
love
pastime.
socializing.
My favorite pastime.
Is there any
Jinx.
alternate?
You're more than welcome to be a wallflower.
Do you want to look for one?
What was
Do you want
the?
to help me look for some sort of computer terminal? And we
Yeah,
can
do you
avoid
want
the
to look for
socialization?
alternate?
Oh, me?
Anyone?
Yeah, I do, for sure. I'm not
All right.
fucking talking to these people.
I, as much as I love socializing, I do want to look for a machine, something I can hack.
All right.
Alexander will
sure.
pick up on the socializing. So,
Yeah. I will hold out an arm to Lysander. You and me?
I believe so. I'll sort of
All right.
take your hand.
We will
All right.
commence.
So let's split off into two pairs. We have Vertigo and Vesper searching for alternate means of entry to the third floor and possibly a computer terminal or other digital infrastructure. And then we have Erastus and Lysander socializing. Quickly, so I can have a chance to orient Erastus and Lysander. Is there anyone in particular you would like to begin attempting to make your way over to speak to?
Remind me who was here again. There's Emma Elizabeth, Mephistopheles, and who else? Of note?
And the Lich
M, the
Queen
Lich,
of Geb, a nation to the north. She's a foreign dignitary, essentially.
Do I know who she is on a high level?
She's the queen of a nation of undead that exists to the north.
Yeah, okay. Maybe not gonna mess with that one.
Yeah.
And then, random question.
And Elizabeth. Yeah.
Have I seen the person yet that I want to dance with? At some point.
Ooh. That's fascinating. You know what? Fuck it. I'll say sure. This individual is also here. You see an equally imperious-looking woman up here. She has pale skin, sort of long, almost like a ethereal blue-black hair. She's wearing an almost like a long, almost reflective, silvery gray gown of some sort, with these sort of worked metal ringlets or that kind of trace
Bangles.
up her, bangles, that's the word, that trace from her wrist up to her upper arm. And she has this rotating black stone crown that is just constantly whirling above her heads. As you, if you were to approach this figure,
Not yet.
you would feel... Okay.
Not yet. I just wanted to know if she
then-
was here, if I've seen her yet.
She is here. You definitely clock that Queen Mab of the Fey Realm is in attendance.
I will incline my head over to her and also up at Lysander. Remind me later, and keep an eye on her if she leaves to another floor. I need to talk to her on some personal business.
Oh, personal business with the queen.
Lysander, this request is rip shit bonkers. That's the Queen of the Fey Realm. That's a... Having personal business with that individual is nonsense.
He's definitely cocking both of his eyebrows. You're talking about personal business with Queen fucking Mab.
Not for myself. I am doing a favor on behalf of a friend.
Oh. Well, it must be quite well connected if they're seeking an audience with the queen.
She's well connected, but I don't think her influence extends this far. I am well aware that it would be a far-reaching favor, and it is a long shot, but she's been there for me, so I would at least like to try and give her a shot.
All right.
But yeah. But anyway, is there anyone you wanted to talk to first?
Question for you, Alex. That Loxodon we saw on the first floor, are they up on the second floor as well?
Yes.
That's a fascinating question. I admittedly forgot about her, but yes, she would be up here by this point.
She made it. Perfect.
She sure did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lysander will eye the Loxodon.
She's familiar. Do you know who she is?
Would I, God?
That's a great question. How would you like an experience point?
I'll take it.
Sure. Who's your second experience point going to?
I'll give it to Seth.
All right. Excellent. Seth, you may take an experience point.
Thank God.
As you eye this Loxodon, you get a real strange feeling. Your gut begins to tie itself in knots. You almost begin to have a little bit of a cold sweat. For the sake of clarity, I'll say that you remember this feeling on the train from the other day.
Yeah. Because I recognize her because I've seen her at least once.
Yeah.
But itchingly familiar, but not necessarily know who she is.
Yeah, Abhishek, or Lysander rather, your next 3 social roles will be hindered by 1 step.
Ooh, okay. Can't say I quite know that one, but there's something about them.
As you begin to puzzle that over, Vertigo and Vesper, what's the move?
I think that if how do I want to put this? Actually, I think for now, I am going to be sticking to Vertigo because I think that Vesper is interested in what Vertigo may be able to glean, like through her eyes, and kind of seeing that as like the best lead. So I think that Vesper will kind of stick close to her for now. Say, look, I'm not much for socializing, and I'm certainly not looking forward to dancing on the next floor. But if you see any kind of other ways that we could maybe exploit some technology, get up.
Music to my ears. And don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to dance.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
not because of, like, you didn't seem inclined to dance. Not because... Anyway, do you like dry vodka stuff? Drinks?
You know what? Today, yes.
Here, try this. And I'll hand my drink over.
This is what Vesper's. I need to track. Is this like my 4th drink? Hold on.
Something
I think
like
it might
that.
be something close to that. Yeah.
It's pretty full. Like, Vertigo took that social sip at the beginning and was like, what I'm looking for is, I'm thinking if I had secret stairs or secret elevators or a secret zip line or whatever, I'd probably have cameras on it, right? So if we could get a quick peek at the security system, maybe we could kind of reverse engineer what the cameras are looking at.
That is clever. I like that. I will give you an asset on a perception task for that, for sure.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I'll call this a challenge 5.
Okay.
That I'll reduce it by 1 for your asset, so that'll start off a challenge 4. Do you have any effort you would like to spend, or skills and perception?
I was looking at hacking the impossible, where I can persuade computers to do my bidding, such as I can either turn off a surveillance camera or break through security on a website.
Okay. All right.
I am also happy to just do a roll for
Yeah.
it.
So, are you looking for the cameras to turn them off, or are you looking for the cameras to see access to
I
other
want to just
systems?
see, and like, I don't want to mess with any Yeah. Basically, I would just want to like bypass security on like whatever terminal or whatever way in I can use, and I just want to like look at the cameras and not mess with the systems at this time.
Okay, so you're trying to bypass security into a location and just keep an eye on the cameras as you're going. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I'll say after a little bit of poking around, I'm gonna pull a card real quick. Okay. The compelling voice. Let's see what this does. Control, domination, and persuasion. The right voice can command an army. An NPC uses influence over another to change the situation. Interesting. I'll tell you what. as you begin looking around, you hear something going on the stage downstairs. You hear announcers from local news networks, and you hear guitar feedback begin to ring through the room. I don't quite have music for this, but let's see if I can make something happen. Turn this down. Metal band The Beloved begins to play, and as they do, I would say the majority of individuals in the main hall and on the interior balcony begin to look that way. You know they're probably only going to be playing for 15-20 minutes max. As you begin going, the lights all go down and everything begins to be focused on the stage. But you see someone pop out of a door that was seamlessly blended into a wall, and in there you see a fair bit of digital infrastructure. There's a single camera pointed in that direction, and as the door sinks back into the wall and becomes flush with it, you see a small little integrated keypad kind of also built into the wall, and that is what you notice. This would definitely be a surface with which you could hack the impossible. You would just need to make some kind of stealth check or otherwise disable the camera.
Makes sense to me. I'm gonna point that out quietly without actually pointing to Vesper. What do you think? You in?
Yeah, that looks doable, right?
Yeah, why not? Only one way to find out.
I'll follow you.
It's the move. Are you trying to stealth in?
That's my move for sure.
All right.
After it's been pointed
Yeah.
out. Try to see if I have anything fun that I can use.
All right. And are you trying to just time it against the camera or what?
That's
I
my
think
idea. If I was gonna ask if it's like one of those, if it's just like a still or if it's sweeping. If it's sweeping, then I would like to kind of do the thing that we all are supposed to do in video games and
Yes.
Press up against the
not
wall.
just.
I would say it's kind of like a little there's probably a shape word for this that I don't know, but imagine an upside down tree stump that's on a swivel, like a little cylinder.
Wait.
Squat little thing like that.
I could just go invisible.
You could. You have 2 rounds of invisibility.
Yeah.
Vesper says what?
Yeah, that bartender's handing out invisibility potions and stuff.
Vesper says what?
Probably should have mentioned that earlier now that I think about it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll meet you back here.
Yeah, why don't you go grab what? I'm gonna
Vesper's
deal
going
with
to
this
the store. While Vertigo, you're free to do your thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna down this invisibility potion.
Sure, absolutely. You down the invisibility potion, you're able to walk
This is
right
why
up to
you
the door.
add things to your equipment list, folks. And then yes, if I could use my hack the impossible to it's briefly turn off. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll stick with the plan of yeah, if that's the door, I'll turn it off.
All right, sure, absolutely. I'll say you're able to do that. This is kind of a trivially easy task. If you can already have an ability to hack, you can just go ahead and spend intellect points, and you are able to bamboozle your way in. You bringing Vesper along or not?
Yeah. Vesper doesn't want to do the social stuff. Not gonna make them do the social stuff.
I do want to pause and get an invisibility potion from the bartender.
Yeah.
Sure. And quickly before you bamboozle your way into the second floor server room, you approach the bartender, this roughly 2.5 times the size of a basketball gazer, who is now attempting to scream at you over the metal music in the background. Hello! What can I get for you?
Whoa. I heard you're selling potions.
They're on the house. You may have one.
Invisibility, please. And he'll like hold out his hand, like wanting this to be over as quickly as possible.
Have a good evening.
He takes it and books it.
Please protect this gazer at all costs.
Please, please.
I hope he gets
Our
tipped.
mission has now changed.
Well, that bartender is something.
I thought it was kind of fun. Plus, anyone who gives me free invisibility potions is...
Was he that loud before? I guess he wouldn't know. It's fine. Are you ready? Can we go?
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. Both of you manage to bamboozle yourselves into a small server room. It's very well illuminated here, and you see two individuals. One is a gnome who is sitting at a laptop, seemingly monitoring just random stuff. Another is a goblin who is sitting with his back to you. He seems like a security guard, and he has a rifle on his back and a pistol at his hip.
How long does this potion last again?
A couple of rounds, so just long enough for you to get inside, and maybe one round afterwards. As you ponder the move, we will hop back to Erastus and Lysander. Did you watch the show?
I think I'm just going to listen to the show. I don't know about Lysander though.
I think I might have watched for a little bit. Definitely would have probably listened, maybe cast my gaze over a couple times.
Yeah. I'm definitely not watching the show.
Yeah, I wouldn't probably actively watch it.
Yeah, then in that case, I would say, Eris, what you were able to perceive is, let me track down that information real quick. This is probably, I would say, your first real solid listen to this group. They are popular, and this is their home city. But it probably was never your bag, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the general content is standard metal lyricism, essentially. Songs about power, struggle, and conflict. But it's more individualistic than what you would expect from a more communal tradition like punk.
Right.
But mixed into this is a message about something like a will to power, like a rejection of communal social norms in favor of like an individualistic path to self-actualization and almost like individual superiority. And you would recognize this as a somewhat repackaged version of what the old Red Presence was selling.
There will be a little bit of a chuckle let out at the sort of recognition of that sort of messaging. A little bit.
Everything all right?
Oh, yes, everything's fine. Just, he sort of jerks his head towards the band. It's, rather interesting. I don't really listen to, that genre as much. Just found the lyrics a little interesting.
You and me both. But, are you ready to socialize?
As always. What about you?
More than ready. And I think, like, at that, because you said, like, how did you word it before with the, how you were feeling with the Loxodon?
I think he said, like, I don't know that one, but there's something about them.
And I think, like, Erastus just starts leading the two of us to the Loxodon. Unless Lysander has a real, like, a major objection.
He wouldn't, but there's like he's definitely holding in any rejection he has. But it's if you look, there is a bit of a cold sweat, a little bit.
I don't know Lysander. It's fine. This is what Eris gets when she sends someone else to do a
Her
job.
dirty work.
Their dirty work, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know any better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Alex, I think what is the Loxodon talking to anybody right now?
No, she's staring directly at the elevator, as if scheming.
I'll come up to their side and be like, "You look like you are in a staring contest with that elevator. Are you winning?"
No, I'm afraid that I am not.
I will hold out my hand to her. Erastus, have we met before? I am so sorry, but you look dreadfully familiar.
I regret to say that I can't quite say the same about you. I don't believe we've met. Asheramon Ohm, and I'm going to put that name in the chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You said it was Ashramon?
Asherah
Asherah.
Mon Ohm.
Okay, so it's 3.
Okay.
Yeah, Asherah would be the first name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my associate, Lysander.
A pleasure.
Good to meet you. What brings you to the event?
Business, unfortunately.
Pleasure for me.
You're in good company then. No, you're in very good company then.
I don't think I would be here otherwise. It's not my taste.
Why do you say that?
I'm well off, but this is still a bit too much and extravagant for my personal.
It certainly is a feast for the senses, isn't it?
A feast? A gluttonous feast, I think, is a better description.
True.
So, that elevator, is that a way up to the 3rd floor?
As far as I know, yes.
Wonderful. Alex, how many guards are there?
2.
2. And I'll look over at the elevator, and I'll look over at her. Want to work together?
Maybe. What did you have in mind?
Not much yet. A couple of our other associates are doing some other investigations right now, so I was going to wait for them while socializing.
That sounds like as good a plan as any. I certainly didn't come here with any backup, I suppose.
Well, you are in good company here. And I will, we probably did see Vertigo and Vesper go in, but
No, you didn't.
Physically, no, you couldn't have.
Exactly.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm about to say yeah.
Speaking of Vertigo and Vesper, you find yourself in a server room with 2 unaware, unsuspecting individuals. What's the move?
I'm trying to get through as quickly as possible. As I think it's been impressed upon me that I'm not supposed to kill people. I'm trying to not do that.
Vertigo, what's the move?
I mean, yeah, non-lethal, but oh man. Yeah, we probably should have talked about this ahead of time. I'm going to deactivate my hollow armor. Just gonna keep turning it off, turning it back on. And I'm gonna reach for the gun.
The Whose gun?
Hang on.
The goblin?
The goblin.
His pistol or his rifle?
Which one is his hand on?
Let's say neither. Let's say he's, I don't know, smoking a cigarette or something. He's straight chilling.
Well, now I feel real bad.
You already committed to it.
I know. Well, because I don't want to get shot just appearing in front of him. Whichever one is... Like, if the rifle is slung around his shoulders...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then not
And
that one.
Alright,
Because
the
that
pistol's
seems
in a holster.
a lot harder. Yeah, so I will go for the holster. I will try and do it, like, discreetly, but it's not really my thing. So,
Yeah.
I don't see that really working out, but,
So how this will be is it'll be a speed, it'll be a stealth check, and if you fail the stealth check, it'll be a speed defense roll to see if you can just grab it before he can. Does that sound
Yeah.
fair?
oh yeah.
Then I will ask, because you have one more round of invisibility. Vesper, as it is oh, you can't even fucking see Vertigo. Then yeah, you're in the
Nope.
dark as to what's happening.
Yup.
Vertigo, go for it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
yeah.
like if I have
This
to,
is
I was
a-
gonna say I'll just roll stealth if like it wears off, but
like,
if
you'd
I have to
probably
roll
feel
stealth,
me,
it's gonna be real important.
Yeah,
you'd
this is
feel
gonna be
me leave your side. Like,
yeah,
there's
you
no
would feel
space next to you.
Mhm.
I think to
This is-
myself, I hope she doesn't do anything dumb.
This will start as a challenge 6. It'll be eased by 1 level for your invisibility, so go down to a challenge 5. Do you have any effort you would like to spend from your speed pool?
Yes.
All right, target number 12. Do you have any skills in stealth?
Wait, if I have 2 effort,
You can spend 2 effort.
I would really like to spend 2 effort.
All right, I believe the cost for that would be, what's your edge in speed?
Oh, wait, no, I don't have any edge and speed. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then I believe that would be a cost of 6, right? Or is it 5? No, 6.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay, 6.
Um,
Okay.
I'm just gonna check real quick because I cannot remember if I have an advantage.
Oh, I
my
believe
God.
y'all have something.
Oh my God, Mayor,
What?
I was gonna ask if you could remove a crit from my thing, but I just remembered I posted it. I'm gonna use one of my crits.
Delightful.
This is the most foolish thing I think Vesper has ever done in his life. And
Vertigo?
Yep.
That's what happens when
I
2
didn't
of
do
us
anything
start
dumb
with
yet.
E.
2 E's, 2 V's.
Okay,
Mhm.
so you're
Happens,
using
yeah.
one of your.
I never learned how to read.
You're using one of your crits.
Yes.
All right, excellent. Then not only do you get the gun silently, you get to further define your success. Do you have any?
Does the gun go invisible, or not?
Sure.
Like,
for,
without me saying anything. Like, I would like the advantage,
mhm.
like the bonus to be that Vesper sees what I did.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Vesper, you see a gun by itself slip from this goblin's holster and then zoop, vanish for like 2 seconds before your invisibility goes back off.
Gutsy. Not said out loud. Thought to self.
What's the move then?
If I can make it out of this room, like it. So I know that I'm in this room, but like, is there an exit? Is this a dead end? Like.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, let's say there's an interior staircase you could use.
Because that's my goal. Is I'm trying to get just
Gotcha.
through, as quickly as possible without messing with these people.
Mhm.
So I want to do that as quickly as I can. My goal is to do that before my invisibility runs out, to at least get with them away from like eye shot.
All right, let's call this a speed test. Let's call it challenge 4.
Sweet. I will be using 1 level of effort to do this. That's my dice, and I am trained in speed defense. I'm trained in stealth.
Sure, I'll give it to you this time.
Yay! Thank you, O Benevolent GM. How's an 8?
An 8 for the challenge 4, and
Uh-oh.
a level of effort and a skill.
Oh, yes.
Then you should
Yeah,
be good.
8 on the die.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
8
good.
on the die. Yes, that'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. So you spot over in the corner like a door that clearly leads to a stairwell, and you just kind of zip over there. You very gingerly press it open, and then just kind of duck inside, and you're in what certainly sounds like at this point an empty stairwell. And you
Well,
can
I
see...
think I'll at this point invisibility is going to wear off soon.
Yes.
But I will wait for
it's off by this
Vertigo.
point. All right, Vertigo. Then what's the move? You have a gun. You are probably visible again now.
I was gonna say, is there a hat? Is there something I can duck behind where neither of them can see me?
Sure, yeah, there's like server towers and some architecture
server
of a
towers,
room,
my
like a
favorite.
desk, shit like that. Yeah.
If it's possible via the layout for me to sneak around to that staircase, great. If not, I'm gonna look for a vent or another door or mostly an air vent or something low to the ground. Those kind of options.
Sure, yeah. I'll say you can make a stealth task and make it to the door if you'd like, or a perception task to look for another way. Which would you like to go for?
I would like to Can I also stealth to the stairs?
Sure, yeah, that's what it would be, a stealth to the stairs or a perception to a second route. Right, stealth to the stairs?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth. This will be of a challenge 5. So target number 15. Are you spending any effort, and do you have any skill?
I do not have any skill.
All right,
I don't have
effort?
any. Am I alone?
Yep,
Technically
sure.
speaking, is yeah. Okay. So I am impaired.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Challenge number 6. Or challenge level 6, target number 18. But you have a gun.
I do have a gun. And a bodysuit. This was the worst costume idea ever.
But you look hot.
But it looked so good. But right now it's just a black bodysuit. I would like to slide the gun in the opposite direction. Like, I guess throw it.
Gotcha.
Hey, kids, don't throw guns. It's a bad idea.
Oh god, yeah.
And then make my way to the where I came in.
Sure. Where you came in or the stairs?
Well, if they're actually distracted, the stairs. If they're not, then where I came from.
I'll tell you what, you'll get an asset to whichever way you want to go. If you want to go back the way you came, that'll be a challenge 4. If you want to go to the stairs, that'll be a challenge 5.
And impaired is disadvantage, or do I subtract a number?
It's 1 level of difficulty more. Wait, impaired as in you're down a pool?
I just know when alone, intellect and speed tests are impaired. Intellect is wild.
It says impaired, not hindered.
Correct.
Okay, that means your skills. That means to spend effort will cost additional points.
Oh,
for
good.
you.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, so you're not hindered. So it'll still be 4 and 5 to start. Brought down to 3 and 4 with throwing the gun.
Perfect. Then yes, with a 4, I will run to, or head to the stairs.
All right, so you are going to the stairs. With throwing the gun, you have given yourself an asset. Now it is a target number 12. Would you like to spend any effort? It will cost 4 points from your speed pool.
Yes.
All
I
right,
would
spend-
very much like to spend 1 effort.
All right, you spend 1 effort, 4 points from your speed pool, bring it down to a challenge 3, target number 9. You may make for the stairs.
Sorry, I zoned out
13.
for a minute. Where are these stairs?
They're in a corner off the server room.
Got it. Okay. They going up or down?
They go both ways.
Yeah, they do. That's
Hey,
Mood.
13.
13. That'll do it. You are able to bamboozle yourself to these stairs. As you throw the gun and it clacks on the ground, you what the fuck? And you duck into the door. And you see Vesper.
Looking confused at the ruckus, but just thumbs over his shoulder to the stairs.
Yeah, let's go.
I take it didn't go well.
I'm here.
Vesper,
I made it.
or not Vesper. You're a Vesper. Vertigo.
Yeah.
One thing I will say for the sake of efficiency that you spot on your way out the door is a large mask that almost resembles like a fishbowl or lens of some kind.
Does it look in any way familiar? Or does it have any...
No, but it's certainly high tech and it's just kind of laying out there.
laying out there, like, grabbable?
Sure.
I want to grab it.
You grab it on your way out. You are now in possession of the Monitor's monocle.
Oh, that's cool.
This is a mask that gives you some optical abilities.
I love optical abilities. I'm a connoisseur at this point.
I think at that point, I will send a text message to the group chat and like at Vertigo, be like, let us know when you have an update. And I'll look at Lysander and our new friend Ashura. I do have a secondary idea if they don't get back to us, but I'd prefer not to do it as it causes a ruckus, potentially attention. And I don't
What's
want to do
the
that.
idea?
If there's some way we can get the two of them away from the elevator. There's plenty of different personalities in here. Intoxicated personalities. I don't think it would be too hard for them to get riled up.
Well, I might be able to lend a hand with that.
Oh.
Let's just say this is not my first time dealing with, how you say, drunken personalities.
Is that a forte of yours?
One of.
Man of many talents.
I aim to please. In more ways than one, at least.
All right. Can I look around, Alex, and see if there's any individuals who would make a wonderful, unfortunate guinea pig for this idea?
Sure, yeah.
Not Mephistopheles, because I don't want to fuck
Not-
with him.
You do not
Well, yeah,
fuck
probably
with
not the best
Mephistopheles.
idea.
I will say you probably then also don't want to fuck with M. At this point,
No.
Queen Mad
God,
has
no,
gone
yeah.
up the elevator.
How did she get up the elevator? Were we able to tell?
She just walked up there. Like, no one's gonna tell her no.
Fair.
She's the
That's
queen
how-
of the... She's the
That's how a
queen.
lot of this game works. A lot of folks here are just significant enough that like no one's gonna try and tell them no.
Correct, but we don't fall under that.
No, you certainly don't.
Yeah.
You could try to.
I could try, but I think that will be a last resort because I don't want attention brought to me and the fact that I work for Nebuchadnezzar.
Then I would say probably the most boisterous conversation you hear up here is the argument between the old elf and the dwarf, that now seems to have morphed into a strange argument about the nature of power and whether goodness comes from like law that is given by a power on top, or whether goodness is a pre-existent kind of thing that has a set of persistent qualities.
I'll incline my head over. If we can get at least one of the guards over there, I think I could convince the other one to go assist. If you can get them to start throwing blows, or at least causing enough a ruckus where they might need to get thrown out.
I could probably do that.
And I'll look over at Ashura. Any assistance that you could provide in either of these endeavors?
I could maybe help Lysander stir the pot, as it were. It's certainly an interesting enough conversation. I'd just love to hear their perspective.
All right.
I'm more than welcome. And more than welcome to the company.
We have our tasks.
All right. As this is happening, quick hop to Vertigo and Vesper in the stairwell. What's the move?
Go up the stairs?
You go up the stairs, and you find yourselves at basically a door, and you can see through the small little window that it is directly behind another guard.
Vertigo would hear Vesper sigh.
Fortunately, this does seem to lead into the dance hall directly.
So close.
Vertigo's gonna try to not have a heart attack when the notification like vibrates from Erastus. If
Got
we
any more guns to
are
throw?
look, okay. We'll talk about it later.
Here, I got this. And he'll take Vertigo's like hand or arm, and I'm just gonna use that last charge on the Cypher I created.
Delightful! I will not subject you to Omni again, but you experience the same sensation, Vertigo. You feel as if the things you see are but a thin film, a thin screen dangling mere inches in front of your face. You feel the concentration of sound in your eardrums as if divorced entirely from its source. And then, whether you know it or not, you make the movement. And you pass into the ethereal plane. You've not been here before. It's strange. Your consciousness is fully separated from your body. You see the consciousnesses of others fully embedded within their nervous systems, concentrated in their brains. One very fascinating thing you note here, and probably Vesper too, now that it is your second trip, is that you notice how indistinguishable all the matter is around you. Yes, certainly when you're in your body, it all looks like concrete and flesh and steel and all this other stuff. But in the ethereal realm, you see it for what it all is, really. Fully indistinguishable. Down to the particulate level. All protons, neutrons, electrons, all that stuff. Well, it's all the same stuff. And you're that same stuff. And before you can fully put together what all that means, you find yourselves standing a few feet away from the door, having bamboozled your way past this guard without really fully understanding how you did it. He looks confused. You look confused back at him. But neither one of you seems to have very much to say about the matter. So you just kind of walk away. As you return to your body, you feel the fire of your senses and how restless they are, and how they are not quite sated, not quite pleased, still reaching out for the golden thing in the sky that shone above you in the ethereal plane. And you take 4 points of intellect damage.
Getting real low on
What
that
was
pull, but
that?
it's fine. Yeah, it's a side effect of what I made. It's done now, and whatever he made is like no longer glowing, I think. Sorry I couldn't warn you, but we're here, and I didn't kill anybody, so I'm gonna chalk it to the win column.
I kind of feel like I wish I could just not be a person for a minute. But that's a side effect?
Yeah, I don't quite know how I managed that one, to be honest with you. It feels like whatever is left of God is just intent on torturing me as much as possible, and that included you this time, so I'm sorry.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's great.
I'm gonna
Drink?
just... Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you.
As you two recover from the psychic damage and your mystical experience, I suppose, Lysander, what is the move? How do you approach this table as these two are locked in bitter debate? The dwarf attempting to prove that goodness is sort of an existent thing with consistent qualities, and the elf trying to prove that goodness is essentially whatever the most powerful in the person in the room says it is.
I think upon getting close to the conversation, Lysander's gonna he's not gonna directly engage with them, at least at first. He's gonna sort of listen, sort of get some sound bites of what they're saying. I think I want to see if Lysander can maybe throw his voice in such a way that essentially he's gonna make his voice sound like one of the participants of the arguments, and essentially put words in their mouth.
Okay.
Hopefully inciting them into more physical means of debating.
All right. Interesting.
I think, yeah, because I was gonna say I'll happily use one of my skills, like face morph for this, which is still technically me manipulating my throat muscles. Still part of the face, I'd say.
Sure, yeah. So I'll call this an intellect task. This seems, it doesn't seem speed to me, and it certainly doesn't seem might.
No, definitely I was gonna say intellect for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's call this an intellect task, and they're inebriated, but they're not totally out of it. Let's call it a challenge 4. Let's see where we go.
So I will say I am trained in all interactions involving lies or trickery.
All right, this will definitely help, so that'll bring it down to a challenge 3. Any effort on your part?
I will spend an effort because I have a 2 edge on my intellect, so yeah.
All right, so you spend an effort, you use a skill, you brought it down from a 4 to a 6, 4 to a 2. Challenge number 6.
Yeah.
Target number 6. Jesus.
While this is happening and Lysander is doing this, can I kind of mingle around the crowds? Basically, you want to use my fast talk ability to be like, it looks like there's a very interesting conversation over there and it's about to get heated. You know what's always fun to watch? 2 drunk people fighting. And basically fast talk says when you're speaking with an intelligent creature who can understand you and isn't hostile, you convince that creature to take 1 reasonable action in the next round. So what I'm trying to do is get a crowd around it. 1, to edge people on, but also 2, to make a barrier between them and the guards to make it at least from a distance seem like it's worse than it actually is, to hopefully come over and break it up.
All right, sure. This will be a challenge 3,
Well,
I'll say.
Do I
Or
have
does
to
this
do
just
that
happen?
if that's an actual ability I'm spending intellect points on?
I guess not in this scenario. I wouldn't say every situation it's an automatic succeed.
Okay, that's
but
fair.
In this one, it seems probably simple
Yeah.
enough that, you can just kind of bounce around and just begin to spread that idea. And you get a lot of people who are at least kind of like amenable to the idea because they're like, oh, fuck, these two have been going at it for hours. Like, this dwarf will not shut up.
Yeah, and I will say I will be doing something similar for the other guard if both don't go over, so I'm assuming that one will be a roll.
Yeah, no, you'll have to roll to get the guards, but if you just want to get folks there, that you can do easily.
Perfect.
All right. And I will say for funsies, you notice that most of the ire seems to be at this dwarf who will just not stop talking. So Abhishek, what was your roll?
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20, delightful. So how would you like to further define your success? I have a
Proof that, but yeah.
a recommendation.
I will
but-
happily take the recommendation, yeah.
All right, then allow me to describe the Rube Goldberg consequence of what is about to happen. So as you begin to approach, and Ashera sits and really patiently seems to begin to listen to what this conversation is. You stand by the side, also listening, and in a moment, you hear this dwarf insisting. Trying to think of where to come into this idea at. Okay, I will say you come in, and this is why I insist that the wicked man is necessarily the least happy man, the most unhappy man. I would assert. Does not sickness of the body reduce happiness? Does not a diminished health reduce happiness? Does not a reduced satiety? Does not a reduced sense of food in your stomach reduce your happiness? And so certainly then, a reduced access to the goodness, a reduced access to the common principles that we all can relate to, must certainly then be a sickness of the soul. It must indeed make one necessarily unhappy, this wickedness. And you just kind of slyly slide in, which must be why I haven't seen you crack a smile all night. And the elf looks at this indignantly. Are you saying I am a wicked man? And I'll say before, the dwarf is stunned. He doesn't quite know how to do this. And you're sitting from the sidelines. Why, I am not saying it. I am merely proving it. And as you say this, the dwarf looks shocked, but not quite in control of his senses enough to manage the situation. The elf, why, you little shit, begins to scrabble over the table. At this point, Erastus has managed to accumulate maybe like 5 or 10 different people watching from all over the place. There's a scrabbling, there's like drinks being knocked over. What are you doing? Why, you little... And at this point, I will say at least one of the guards, hey, what the fuck's going on over here? And one of the guards certainly does peel off the elevator and begins attempting to remove both the dwarf and the elf from the premises. And I will say that your major effect is that the possessions of this elf were left here. Among them is an item that you would probably recognize almost immediately. Nope, that's fucking Vertigo's item. And before anyone else can grab this, it is rather large. You manage to just kind of yoink and kind of strap it to your back real quick. You have found yourself a flying carpet.
Well, as it's like, as when the first guard makes it over there and is starting to trying to break it up, I'm going to pretend I'm watching and then kind of speed walk to the remaining guard that's still over there and just I'm going to be using my fast talk again. I think it's getting really bad. I'm pretty sure I saw some blood hit the carpet, and your buddy definitely took a bad blow to the face. I really think you should get in there before it gets worse.
You'll have to roll for this one.
Absolutely, definitely.
This will be a challenge 4 to start.
What kind of skills? Deception? Persuasion?
Deception would help.
Absolutely.
You can take one social skill. I would say deception is the most applicable here.
So that brought it down from 4 to 3?
Yes, yeah.
All right, I'm going to use 1 level of effort, please.
1 level of effort, let's go.
So that's brought it down to a level 2. Are you fucking serious? I cannot deal with this again. Can I use one of my crits to negate my nat 1?
Absolutely you can.
Okay, I would like to use one of my crits, please, because I got 2 nat 1s last session, and that's bullshit. I'm not doing this again.
All right, sure.
A
Perfect.
major effect I think I would like, if you don't have any suggestions, is definitely allowing the other 2 to get to the elevator in time before anyone notices, if that's possible.
Sure, yeah, I'll say you can all get up without notice, for sure. So what happens is you are able... you go up to this guard. It is it's a stern-looking hobgoblin woman who almost busts out laughing when you say that the other guard was injured. Did Butch get his nose beat in by skinny little Callicles? Move over.
Yeah, actually, it was just, I saw an elbow go right to the face. Skinny little elbows, they hurt the most.
I'm sure they do. And she just kind of marches on over as with the face of a woman who has truly seen it all. And you are able, as this happens, to bamboozle the way into the elevator. You're smashing the hold open button as Lysander and Ashura kind of
scamper,
slip in through the chaos, and then you're smashing the closed door button as they're inside, and it closes for what feels like an eternity, and then you're finally on your way up. And to wrap up this session, I will say that Erastus, as you turn around and lean on the door of the elevator, breathing a brief sigh of relief, you notice that someone has left their coat in here.
Oh, fun.
And it happens to be close enough to your size and unmarked, such that it could be yours.
My scrawny, non-fighting ass will definitely make use of this.
All right.
A coat of protection.
Sick. Well, that is about as far as we will get for tonight, as the 4 of you have successfully made your way up to and regrouped in the dance hall of Thraximundar's penthouse at the competition gala.
Now's the hard part.
Now is the hard part. You have to dance in front of humans, in front of people. All right. Well, thank you everybody at home for joining us for tonight's episode of This Story. We are going to briefly run around the table one last time and say our goodbyes, say what other projects we're working on, etc., 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 before we ourselves head off for the night. As I am already talking, I will say hello again. My name is Alex. I use he, him pronouns. I have been your host and your GM for this evening. This is my only public project at the moment. And I do believe that is all I have to say. So, players, take it away.
Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on all applicable social media, Archmage of Dice. You can find me here, obviously, doing this, playing this beautiful little tiefling man every Thursday at 8:15 Eastern. On Saturdays, you can find me playing your really tall centaur druid rogue, Acacia, in Horizon's Call at 3 p.m. Pacific. On the 22nd of December, I'll be playing a Slavic grandmother running Grandma Club as one of our charity games for Hope Miss. And in 2026, I will be the game master of an upcoming Invisible Sun game. Our tentative premiere date is the last day of January, and it's really dope.
I can go next. Hi, everyone. My name is Abhishek. You can find me on most social medias at neon_Raiden or some variation of that, usually another underscore or something like that. This is my only public project at the moment. Basically, you can find me pretty much on Thursdays playing this wonderful figure of many mysteries, Lysander, Eris, whatever you really want to call them. Aside from that, yeah, I don't really have anything else at the moment, as far as I can remember. But if you like what you see and if you would like for me to be on your projects, please feel free to send me your applications. I will happily apply for them in a heartbeat. So yeah.
I can go. Hi, it's me, Eva. So hard to say that in my actual voice. I have a couple projects, one of which has been pushed back to an unknown date. But otherwise you can find me here Saturdays for Horizon's Call, where I also play someone who is somewhat hopeful, but hopefully a little bit different. And you could find me elsewhere online, but I don't know why you would. I don't say anything. Yeah, maybe the Discord, I guess. And I'm just doing tech for Hope Miss, so yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, hi. My name is Seth. I've had the pleasure of playing Vesper again. So happy to be back, y'all. It's so fun. You cannot find me on the internet unless you are here on Thursdays. In which case, hi. I am going to be in an upcoming project soon. I can't say anything else, but
That also
look
might
forward
be
to
airing at the end of January.
also might be airing at the end of January. It is my favorite character idea I have ever put to paper and committed to. So I'm very much looking forward to doing that. Otherwise, I also just be here on the server.
I think that's everyone. Question mark, question mark?
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting nods. Sick.
Should be.
Tis.
In that case, we are heading off. We are probably going to go to bed. If your time zone is anything like ours, I recommend you might do the same in a few hours. Anyway, head off.
Yeah.
We're done yapping.